The next movie, the last competition movie. Again, did I call any other movie the grower? Shit, I already did. Because this one is also a grower. Can you imagine? Stranger Eyes takes place in Singapore. A couple just lost their child, but gets random tapes of themselves during their daily routine that has been filmed by someone else. And you know, when the movie starts out, I was like, "Oh, we're getting a sort of Haneke's cachet vibe hidden in the
Mm.
English title of that one," and it evolved into something else. It doesn't stray into that territory. The movie also isn't mainly just a missing child drama, but it truly evolved into something more, something bigger that I just absolutely adored by the end of it. I was very impressed by it. Obviously,
Yeah.
Singapore is one of the most surveilled countries in the world. And the fact that this is still a movie about loneliness and feeling invisible is very impressive and very fascinating. I really, really like this one. Did you?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I think it had a lot to offer, and the stuff that it unpacks later into the film makes you rethink what you just watched. And once you do watch it again, I think it's also like a lot of it I actually kind of called out. Although there's some bigger turns and twists that it takes along the way, because it like through this voyeurism of watching each other, you also uncover something new about these character each time we like kind of change perspectives, and it keeps you on your toes about like what is actually going on, and it I think is very close to like breaking the story at times, where like it becomes a bit too much in like how crazy it gets in parts. It's also like a back and forth of this voyeurism that feels like it is hard to believe that it would go unnoticed, and the movie never really questions that it would. And that in parts it's a bit odd to me that like how oblivious they are to like no one's paying attention to you, but there's actually always someone watching. With it being a character, or I was so close to spoiling something there, which would have been like really nice way of putting it, but I can't without spoiling. But it's also like the state watching you at all time, and something about that like it is really interesting. You know, the title as well, Stranger Eyes, can be interpreted in so many ways. I hope that's like a good translation from the Chinese title, but hey, it certainly works in English. I think this will, like you said, a grower. It might grow on me as time goes on. It might just take a bit longer than I guess the runtime. It's 2 hour runtime, but it's one of the ones that if it comes out on streaming at some point, I might revisit it. I'm not that high on it. I gave it like a 6 out of 10 though.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. And also, I absolutely love the cinematography of
Yeah.
this movie. Absolutely adored that aspect of it. And it's a tough one to tackle, and I'm sure many other people will do a much better job of.
You can write about this like in
Yeah,
so many ways. I'm very much looking forward to it from reading, because like there's less than 700 people once again on Letterboxd who've seen it. I don't know if it's playing at any other festivals. Than yeah, it's playing in New York and then at BFI. So yeah, looking forward to I guess getting a few
yeah,
more eyes and perspectives onto this one.
really love this one.